Imagine a single day, a single moment where the ground beneath your feet shatters and the world as you know it comes to an end. Welcome to the unimaginable magnitude 15 earthquake, a disaster that's not just a catastrophe, but a game changer for our planet's very existence. In this video, we'll take you on a journey to explore the unprecedented destruction a magnitude 15 earthquake would unleash. You'll learn what would look like, feel like, and how it would change our world forever. So, buckle up and let's dive into the depths of this apocalyptic scenario. Let's start with the basics. A magnitude 15 earthquake releases 100,000 times more energy than the devastating 2011 Tohoku earthquake in Japan. To put that into perspective, it's equivalent to about 100 Hiroshima-sized atomic bombs exploding simultaneously. That's an unfathomable amount of energy that would shatter the very foundations of our planet. Imagine the sheer force of this earthquake. The ground would shatter, buildings would crumble, and the once stable Earth would become a chaotic mess. The impact would be felt from the surface to the very core of the planet. It's a phenomenon that would rewrite the rules of geology and redefine our understanding of the Earth's behavior. The effects of this earthquake would be so profound that they would alter the Earth's rotation, cause massive tsunamis, and trigger volcanic eruptions. The consequences would be catastrophic, with entire cities reduced to rubble and millions of people forced to flee their homes. The global economy would be brought to its knees as trade and commerce grind to a halt. But here's what most people don't know. A magnitude 15 earthquake would also have a profound impact on the Earth's climate. The massive release of energy would inject enormous amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, accelerating global warming and causing devastating effects on the environment. The consequences would be far-reaching, with droughts, famines, and extreme weather events becoming the new norm. As we navigate this apocalyptic scenario, it's essential to understand that a magnitude 15 earthquake is not just a distant possibility, but a very real threat. The Earth is dynamic, and earthquakes are an inevitable part of its behavior. However, by studying these events, we can better understand the risks and take steps to mitigate them. Now, you might be wondering what the chances of such an event occurring are. While it's difficult to predict with certainty, scientists have identified several areas around the world that are prone to massive earthquakes. The Pacific Ring of Fire, which stretches from Japan to Chile, is a hotspot for seismic activity, with several fault lines that have the potential to unleash a magnitude 15 earthquake. As we explore this scenario further, you'll see that the consequences of a magnitude 15 earthquake would be far-reaching and devastating. But here's the thing. By understanding the risks and taking proactive steps, we can reduce the likelihood of such an event occurring. It's a chance to learn from the past, adapt to the present, and build a safer future for generations to come. So, as we continue our journey into the heart of this apocalyptic scenario, remember that the consequences of a magnitude 15 earthquake will be nothing short of catastrophic. But by exploring this event, we can gain a deeper understanding of the Earth's behavior and work towards creating a safer, more resilient world. The next time you feel the ground shaking beneath your feet, take a moment to appreciate the fragility of our planet. A magnitude 15 earthquake may seem like a distant possibility, but it's a reminder that we're all connected to the Earth, and our actions have a profound impact on its behavior. As we move forward in this video, we'll explore more about the science behind earthquakes, the risks associated with this event, and what we can do to mitigate its effects. But for now, take a moment to absorb the magnitude of this scenario. A world without a stable foundation, where the very ground beneath our feet is shattering. It's a thought-provoking and unsettling idea, but one that's essential to understanding the complexities of our planet. Let's continue our journey and explore the many facets of this apocalyptic scenario. With every step, we'll uncover more about the science behind earthquakes, the consequences of a magnitude 15 event, and what we can do to create a safer, more resilient world. You've heard the term magnitude 15 earthquake, but what exactly does that mean? It's a number that sounds like a joke, a fantasy, but it's a very real possibility. But before we dive into the aftermath, let's explore the science behind this unprecedented disaster. What makes a magnitude 15 earthquake possible, and what would be the consequences of such an event? To understand the magnitude 15 earthquake, we need to grasp the concept of geological fault lines. These faults are like giant cracks in the Earth's surface, and when they move, they release massive amounts of energy. Imagine a fault line stretching across a continent, a massive rift in the Earth's crust that's been building up pressure for centuries. When it finally breaks, the energy released would be catastrophic. Take the San Andreas Fault in California, for example. This 1,200-kilometer-long fault line is capable of producing magnitude 8 earthquakes, which are already devastating enough. But what if we were to imagine a fault line 10 times longer, with an energy release 1,000 times greater? The consequences would be mind-boggling. The Earth's crust would shudder, the atmosphere would distort, and the very fabric of our planet would be torn apart. But here's the thing. We're not just talking about a single earthquake. We're talking about a chain reaction of events that would change the course of human history. The Earth's crust would be stretched to its limits, causing massive tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, and earthquakes that would make the magnitude 15 event look like a minor tremor. It's a scenario that's both fascinating and terrifying, and it raises a question. Are we prepared for the unthinkable? As scientists, we're constantly monitoring the Earth's activity, searching for signs of increased seismic activity. But even with our best tools and technology, we can't predict with certainty when and where the next magnitude 15 earthquake will strike. The truth is, we're not just talking about a natural disaster. We're talking about a global catastrophe that would require a massive response from governments, scientists, and the general public. The magnitude 15 earthquake is not just a hypothetical scenario. It's a wake-up call for our planet. It's a reminder that we're living on a fragile planet that's susceptible to catastrophic events. And it's a call to action. We need to learn more about the Earth science. We need to invest in disaster preparedness. And we need to work together to mitigate the effects of such an event. So, what can we do to prepare for the unthinkable? Stay tuned for our next section, where we'll explore the practical steps you can take to protect yourself and your loved ones from the devastating effects of a magnitude 15 earthquake. As we explore the possibilities of a magnitude 15 earthquake, we're also reminded of the unpredictability of our planet. What can we learn from this thought experiment? And how can we prepare for the unexpected? Imagine being caught off guard by a disaster that's beyond our wildest imagination. That's exactly what a magnitude 15 earthquake would be, a catastrophe that would leave us reeling. One key takeaway is the importance of earthquake preparedness. By understanding the risks and vulnerabilities of our planet, we can take steps to mitigate the impact of a major earthquake. Think of it like weathering a hurricane. We know that hurricanes are a possibility, so we prepare by stocking up on food, water, and supplies. We have emergency plans in place, and we know how to respond in case of an emergency. We can do the same for earthquakes. By understanding the risks, we can take proactive steps to protect ourselves and our communities. Another important lesson is the need for global cooperation. A magnitude 15 earthquake would be a global disaster, requiring an international response to recover and rebuild. Just imagine the devastation. Entire cities reduced to rubble, millions of people displaced, and economies shattered. It's a scenario that's too dire to contemplate, but by working together, we can build resilience and support each other in the face of disaster. We can share knowledge, resources, and expertise to create a safer, more sustainable world. As we conclude this thought experiment, we're left with a sense of awe and respect for the power of our planet. A magnitude 15 earthquake is a reminder of the importance of embracing the unknown and preparing for the unexpected. So, what can you do to prepare for the unexpected? Take the first step by learning more about earthquake safety and preparedness. Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about earthquake preparedness and global cooperation.